History is full of mysteries, but few are as dramatic as the arrival of the Huns. Imagine you're a farmer in Eastern Europe, 370 AD. Life is predictable, until one day, a new people appear on horseback, moving with incredible speed. They look different, their faces scarred, their heads strangely shaped. They are the Huns, and they've come from the east like a storm. Their impact is immediate and devastating. The Huns aren't just another tribe, they're a military machine. They sweep through the lands of the Goths and other tribes, shattering armies and scattering peoples. Panic spreads. Entire nations flee west, putting immense pressure on the Roman Empire's borders. The Huns don't just win battles, they trigger a chain reaction that shakes the ancient world. Who are these people? For the Romans and Goths, they're a terrifying enigma. Roman writers describe them as savage, almost inhuman, born, living, and dying on horseback. They have no cities, no farms, no settled homes, ghosts from the unknown lands beyond civilization. Their sudden arrival marks a pivotal moment in history. The Huns are the catalyst that accelerates the fall of the Western Roman Empire. They push other tribes into Roman territory, creating conflicts the empire can't handle. The world before and after the Huns is forever changed. Their story isn't just about conquest, it's about how a mysterious, nomadic people from Asia could ride out of the steppes and change Europe forever. Their journey is one of the great epics of the ancient world. The Huns' arrival is the first tremor of a historical earthquake. They are not just an enemy but a symbol of chaos beyond civilization's borders. The storm from the east has begun. To understand the Huns, we look far east, to the Mongolian steppe. Centuries before Europe, Chinese empires fought fierce nomads called the Xiongnu, skilled horsemen and archers, feared by the Chinese. After the Xiongnu's defeat, some migrated west, mixing with other nomads over generations. By the time they reached Europe, they had become the Huns, nomadic horse-riding warriors. Modern science supports this. DNA from Hunnic graves links them to East Asia, especially Mongolia. Linguistic clues, names and words, hint at Turkic or Mongolian roots. The Huns weren't a mystery from another world, but descendants of steppe warriors who once battled China. Their long journey west would soon change everything. The Huns' origins are a story of migration, adaptation, and survival. The Huns were ultimate nomads, their lives built around movement and the horse. Hunnic warriors learned to ride as children, mastering horsemanship for survival and war. They lived in portable tents, owned herds, and followed the seasons, always on the move. Roman armies, tied to cities and supply lines, couldn't catch them. The Huns practiced artificial cranial deformation, binding infants' heads to create elongated skulls, a marker of identity and intimidation. They were expert hunters and archers, reading the land and surviving harsh conditions. Even their food was practical, meat cured under saddles during long rides. Their resourcefulness made them self-sufficient and unpredictable. The Huns' way of life was perfectly adapted to the steppe and to conquest. Their culture was as formidable as their armies. Why did the Huns surge west in the 4th century? Climate change played a role. Drought and cold devastated Central Asia's grasslands. Forced to seek new pastures, the Huns migrated west, driven by survival. Conflict with rival tribes like the Ruren pushed them further. This domino effect of displacement was common on the steppe. Crossing the Volga, the Huns met the Alans and Goths, peoples unprepared for their tactics. Hunnic mounted archers overwhelmed heavy infantry, shattering kingdoms and sending refugees fleeing. The terrified Goths begged Rome for refuge, leading to disaster when the Romans mishandled the crisis. The resulting rebellion culminated in the Battle of Adrianople, where a Roman emperor fell. The Huns hadn't attacked Rome directly, but their arrival had already changed its fate. The westward surge of the Huns set off a chain reaction that would reshape Europe. After shattering the Goths, the Huns built a vast empire on the Hungarian plain, not with cities but with tribute and military power. Conquered peoples paid gold, food, and soldiers. The Huns ruled as overlords. Their main target was the Eastern Roman Empire, raiding until paid off with gold. This cycle of violence and diplomacy trapped the Romans in endless negotiations. Life in the Hunnic realm was multicultural. Roman diplomats described camps filled with many languages and customs. The Huns absorbed elements from those they conquered, ruling a diverse empire by force. For decades, they were a dangerous but manageable threat. But in the 440s, a new leader emerged, Attila. Brilliant, ambitious, and ruthless. Under Attila, the Huns became the most feared power in the world, threatening both Eastern and Western Rome. The Age of Attila would become legend, the final, terrifying chapter of the storm from the East. Hit the subscribe button and join the journey to uncover forbidden stories, hidden civilizations, and more.